fit, I try to give them as much space as I can. Contrary to how I feel, I do realize that this is a half-wolf matter and not something which a human should get involved in. As much as it pains me to see the gentle, kind-hearted wolf girls in this state, I won't butt into their I won't butt into their affairs. Excuse me, Topsy. May I speak to you for a moment? Oh, Marari, there you are. What's up? I just want to speak to you about something. In private. I look past Marari and over to the other wolf girls. Fuyu and the Angel Wolf Girl are both busy looking over a map I lent them, and appear to be completely absorbed in what they're doing. We could probably just talk about it here. Those two seem to be pretty distracted. Yes, I suppose that's right. Even so... Oh my god, my throat. Marwa looks down at her feet in dejection. Whatever she wants to talk to me about, it seems that it really isn't something she's comfortable talking about in front of others. Alright, why don't we go to my room and talk in there? Can we? I mean, only if it isn't too much trouble. It's no trouble, just let me... Hey, Topsy, can I borrow you for a second? Hold on a minute. Can't wait for you. Marari and I were just about to... Did you ask about the rope? Give me a moment, would you? That's why I'm... Oh, that was the other one. Give me a moment, would you? That's what I'm about to ask about. So, Topsy, we were just thinking about traps we could set, and it seems like... Fuyu interrupts me the moment I'm about to leave the room with Marari. Seeing this, Marari breathes a small sigh and then tugs on my shirt. I'll be waiting. So, anyway, about those traps. After supplying Fuyu with information and materials she needs, I begin my trek outside. Even though it's snowing a bit, it doesn't take long before I spot Marari's footsteps in the snow, leading a short ways from the house. Standing at the edge of the forest is Marari, who seems to be off in her own little world. Marari. Oh, Topsy. I didn't hear you approaching. So, what was it that you want to talk to me about? It must be pretty serious if you don't want to talk about it in front of your own pack. It is precisely because they are my pack that I do not wish for them to hear this. Topsy, I've been a lot of thought, especially after hearing about my mother's fate. The truth is, I don't think I have what it takes to be the pack leader. At least, not on my own. Marari, who was concentrating on her feet a moment ago, looks at me dead in the eye. Topsy, I want you to join my pack. Huh? You want me, a human, to join the pack of half-wolves? I do. You're kidding me. I try to laugh off Marari's comment. However, Marari shows no amusement in her face, nor does she appear to be joking. You really want me to join you? That's right. Why? I'm a human. I don't belong in your pack. Besides, even if you have warmed up to me, the rest of your pack won't accept me so easily. Once I became pack leader, it won't matter what they think of you. Nobody would dare speak ill of the pack leader's mate. The pack leader's what? Mara quickly covers her mouth with her hands and her face turns bright red. No, that is, as a male I personally chose and brought into the pack, it would only be natural for people to, you know. Marari begins to squirm as she casts her eyes down towards her feet once more. Still red in her face, Marari looks up at me with upturned eyes. Would that really be so bad? You said last time that it's okay for as long as there's love, and I really do, Marari's voice becomes barely audible as she forces herself to continue speaking. Anyway, that's what I've been thinking. So please, Topsy, take your time and think about what I've said. Suddenly full of life once more, Marari raises in a hurry. Covering her face with her hands, she runs towards the cabin, quickly disappearing from my sight. As she runs off, all I can do is sit there, shocked, unable to comprehend what just happened. I must have heard Marari wrong. There's no way that what she said just now was how she honestly feels. I mean, if I were to take everything Marari said just now at face value, and took her words literally, the logical conclusion would be that... she loves me. As the morning sun rises, the inhabitants of my cabin all wake up bright and early. Following breakfast, some last-minute planning, and a few concerned comments from the only human present, we all meet in the living room one more time. I don't mean to rush you, princess, but if you are planning to lay traps before the confrontation, you better hurry. Time is of the essence. Your opponent will not wait for you to gather your wits. Yes, I know. We will leave momentarily. For you are prepared to leave. Yes, princess, I'm ready whenever you are. Excellent. In that case, we will not dally any longer. Smiling resolutely, Marari turns to face me. Topsy. Yes, Marari? While it pains me to leave you like this, I promise that our parting will not be for long. The kindness you have shown me until now shall not be forgotten, nor will I ever forget the time we have spent together. As soon as I am able, I shall come back here to see you. Of course, you're welcome any time. Same as for you, Fuyu, don't be a stranger. I suppose I might be able to make time for such an outing. Only as the princess's escort, of course. If she doesn't want to come back here, neither do I. Yes, I understand. Well then, if nothing more needs to be said, I believe it's time for us to head off. We'll be back as soon as we're able, however, should the worst happen. Don't finish that sentence. You're both going to be fine. In fact, I'm sure you'll be back here pestering me in no time. I do hope so. Bowing her respectfully, Marari turns around with a smile on her face. Fuyu carries the supply that lent the girls and mimics Marari's actions and follows straight after her. Marari opens the door, ushering Fuyu out first, and follows her out into the snow. A moment later, the doors are shut, and all at once, silence consumes the cabin once more. Left in the company of the injured wolf girl, I find myself pacing restlessly around the cabinet, and time slowly passes by. Watching the clock, waiting for something to happen, praying the girls will be okay. Can't bring myself to relax or to focus on anything unrelated to the wolf girl's plight. All I can do is curse my own inactivity as I worry about my former guest. Damn it, why am I getting so worked up over this? The girls are going to be fine. They've been planning this attack carefully, and the traitor has no idea that they're coming for him. They have my map, some crude traps they made that they made, and probably even the support of those who follow Marari's parents. This should be a walk in the park. So why do I... Oh, for goodness sake, just go already! I almost jumped in surprise as my remaining guests suddenly piped up. Excuse me? You heard me. You've been pacing around like the worried look with that worried look on your face ever since those two left. If you're going to spend the entire time worrying about them, why don't you chase after them? They should still be setting up, assuming they've already arrived. If you hurry, you should be able to catch them. I shake my head and sigh. I can't do that. This is a half-wolf matter. A human like me shouldn't get involved. Oh, please, it's a little late for you to be saying that now. You're already involved, whether you like it or not. The injured wolf girl sits up on the couch and looks directly in my eyes. I don't know what's going on between the three of you in this cabin, but the smell of pheromones coming from this girl is overwhelming. Even if they won't admit it, I'm sure that at least one of them has the eye set on you. As soon as you take one of them as your mate, you'll be part of our pack anyway. My eyes open wide as the wolf girl's words begin to register. Despite my insistence that I'm unrelated to the pack business and that I should keep my nose out of their affairs, it seems the girls do not feel the same way. Take one of them as my mate. It couldn't be, could it? Marari's offer and her calling me the pack leader's mate? No way. It looks like you already know what I'm talking about. Why not end yourself a ding and go after them? I'm sure they'll be happy to see you. Besides, because on the narrow, they're going to need all the help they can get. They what? What do you mean by that? Exactly what I said. We made all the preparations we could in short amount of time, but I doubt that'll be enough. If it comes down to a direct competition between the two and the traitor, they will without a doubt be slaughtered. Slaughtered? No, but Marari's the rightful heir, isn't she? Surely she'll give up, or the other members of the pack will help them. I wouldn't count on that. The second he sees the princess, he will kill her no matter who is around to witness such an act. Our pack responds to strength above all else. If the princess cannot defeat a potential usurper, then she will not be accepted anyway. No way, I thought facing that guy was a last resort, not a necessity. If those two have to fight him by themselves, they'll be getting the axe. Yet without another moment of thought, I run towards the storeroom and grab my axe. In response, maybe buy a gun next time too, jackass. In response to my sudden actions, the ancient wolf girl smiles at me sincerely for the first time. Best of luck, human. Go and protect your mate, no matter what haunches lies in your wake. Without sparing a moment to respond to the girl's words, I nod absent-mindedly and rush out of the living room. I jump into my truck, place my axe in my lap, and start the engine. Before the injured girl can react to the noise of the engine, I drive out into the snow, throwing caution to the wind as I follow the path Fuyu once led me down. Alright, this should be it. If I recall, the path is up here. Where there was once a pile of snow blocking the path, there is now level ground. Whether someone cleared it out, or nature has simply taken its course, I don't know. All I care about is the fact that I can keep driving right up to the den of Fuyu and Morari. Wait for me, girls, I'm coming. Continue the drive through the snow, no longer sure of which direction I'm supposed to be heading. Having never gone this far around the mountain before, I have no way of knowing if I'm heading towards the girl's den or the complete opposite direction. Damn it, what did that map say again? Ah, I knew I should have kept that thing in the truck. The frustration starts to take over. I know something in the distance. A few figures are moving around the snow. Two of them are quickly circling one another while a third takes distance. As I grow closer, I recognize two of the figures. Fuya, Morari. And that must be... As I clutch the X resting in my lap as I focus on the third party. Don't even get to fucking run him over. Facing off against Fuya is a large creature, more wolf than man, easily several times her size. Fuya is fighting but clearly tired. Against the giant towering over her, she doesn't stand a chance. Shit. There you go. Rather than slow down, I press my foot against the accelerator even harder than before. My truck increases its speed, threatening to spin out of control at any moment as I rapidly approach my target. Fuya, jump! Wah! Jumping out of the way just in time, Fuya narrowly avoids being hit by my truck. Her opponent, however, is not so lucky. Shit, I'm losing control of the wheel. Damn it all. Without a moment to spare, I undo my seatbelt, grab my axe, and bail out of the truck. A few seconds later, the truck swerves off the side of the mountain, descending with who knows how many miles before meeting an untimely demise. Topsy! Why are you? Talk later. I hit him pretty hard, but I don't think it'll be enough to kill that bastard. Responding to my words, I feel Prince Manifest behind me. I turn around, swinging my axe wildly, hoping to nail the wolf in the head. Unfortunately, my luck appears to have run out. That. Human filth. Gah. Max strikes the wolf in what I assume to be his ribcage. Unfortunately, my attack has only served to enrage the beast. The next moment, he swipes his mighty claws sideways, ripping my axe from my hands. Before I can so much as reach for my weapon, the wolf pounces on me, pinning me to the ground. Die, human! Eyes wide as the wolf raises his claws. Pinned to the ground with no hope of escape, I watch in terror as the lumbering, razor-sharp appendage is swung down. With more weight and precision behind it than I would dare to imagine, time appears to slow to a halt as death beckons to me all too soon. Get away from my mate! Go, stupid little... Come here. Princess, you'll pay for that, traitor. The moment I resigned myself to death, I opened my eyes to find an unbelievable sight. Despite the difference in their size and the sheer hopelessness of our situation, Morari and Fuya are desperately trying to fight off the alpha male. You girls, what are you doing? You should have taken the opportunity to run away. I could never do that. How could I possibly run away with my tail between my legs while you save me yet again? Forget about keeping score. We're talking about life and death here. You should flee and save yourself. Never. Even if I lose my life, I will not let you down again. Fuya and I will hold him off while you do that. But while we do that, please escape. Yeah, right. I didn't come all the way here to watch you chomp take you both out. Rise to my feet, grab my axe as I do. There are only two ways I'm leaving this place. As a corpse or together with my mate. Sunk. The human again. Die, you miserable piece of... whack. The two wolf girls holding our opponent back, I land two clear, heavy blows straight to the alpha male's head. Either enough to knock him unconscious, but for the first time since the girls engaged him, he appears to be weakening. What is he made of adamantium? You're using an axe on him, right? Unfortunately, his strength is still too much for the girls to bear. The two of them are tossing about as though they are weightless, using all of their strength to merely hang off the wolf's limbs as he moves about. Pain spreads on the girls' faces. They won't last much longer. You bastard! Take your hands off her! You worthless! I extract the wolf again and again, ignoring every warning my body gives me as I push myself far beyond my limits. My axe splinters, but remains in one piece, even as it collides with the wolf's thick skull. It somehow avoids destruction. Only good for one more strike, I raise my axe over my head and put it into the fight once and for all. Not so tough now, are you? Barely able to stand, I limp over to the unconscious wolf. Unconscious? Wielding half a wooden axe, which is now only good for stabbing prey with a broken end, I bring my weapon to the wolf's face.
Topsy, stop. Please, that's enough.
The princess is right.
Topsy, lower your weapon. The pack will take care of the rest.
Turning to face the girls, I regretfully drop my weapon. Even if I wanted to finish our opponent off, the truth is I don't have the strength.
Topsy, I'm so relieved. When you were pinned to the ground, I was so scared that I thought my heart would leap out of my chest. Why did you put yourself in harm's way like that?
Mirari speaks with rare anger in her voice. It seems that despite being touched, she's also angry at me for risking my life. Be it the loss of blood, my overwhelming exhaustion, or a rare chink in the wall around my heart, I respond thusly. How could I not come when my mate was in danger?
Your mate? What I said before, do you mean?
I chuckle at Mirari's reaction. You're the one who said it first, Mirari. Don't tell me you changed your mind.
No, of course not. I could never change my mind about that, not in a million years. But, are you sure? I mean, all those things you said about me being better off with my pack.
Yeah, I said a lot of stuff about that, huh? But, you know, the way I see it, all I have to do is join your pack and then everything will be fine, right?
Topsy, do you really mean that?
I nod. I don't know what it's like to live with a pack of half-wolves or what kind of challenges will await me. All I know is, the time I spent with you has been the best of my life. If joining your pack is what it takes for those days that we shared together to continue indefinitely, then it's a price I'll gladly pay.
Topsy.
Mirari's legs buckle, she buries her face in her hands, crying tears of joy as emotion and fatigue overwhelms her.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I put you through so much, I made you do so much for me, and yet you still...
Shh, it's alright, Mirari, enough apologizing. You didn't force me to do anything. Everything that happened between us was my own choice, and I'd happily do it all over again. Mirari continues to cry as I hold her in my arms. While the pack carts off the alpha male, Mirari, Fuya, and I take our leave. We slowly trudge through the snow, heading back to my cabin with clear exhaustion and grief painted all over our faces. My truck went over a fucking cliff. Finally, it's over. Upon returning to the cabin, Fuya wastes no time in making herself useful. She takes the gear I had been using to treat her friend and picks up where I left off, clumsily figuring out for herself how human medicine works. Before long, Fuya's treatment becomes centered around her dialogue with the injured girl, rather than the actual application of medicine. She tells the injured girl of everything that happened, including the many embarrassing things that were said. Thankfully, by the time we get to that part, she gets to that part, already left the room. And so had Mirari. So, here we are again. I'm going to ask this once, just to make sure, but are you really okay with this?
I appreciate your concern, Topsy, but it's unnecessary. If I didn't want this, I wouldn't have come here the first time.
Smiling gently, Mirari sits down on the edge of my bed. Despite her apparent composure, I can see that her hands are shaking, and I don't miss the quick glances that she throws my way. Prepared or not, Mirari is still nervous.
Do you remember what I said last time, Topsy? You told me that I should save myself for someone I love, and only do this with them if they love me back. Well, I'm sure it goes without saying at this point, but I love you, Topsy. From the bottom of my heart, I truly do love you.
Mirari fidgets, her face bright red, and she smiles and looks down at the floor.
How about you, Topsy? Do you, I mean, not to put you on a spot, but...
I love you too, Mirari. I meant everything that I've said today about staying with you, joining your pack, and of course, becoming your mate. Mirari's body grows rigid as my heartfelt words reach her. It takes Mirari a few seconds to settle down, but once she does, a lengthy sigh escapes her lips.
In that case, this time around, there's no reason to hold back.
Okay.
Please, make me yours, Topsy.
Spurred on by there are other people in this house right now. Spurred on by our mutual confirmation, Mirari pushes me down on the bed and comes on top of me. Wiggling her hips, she positions herself so that her crotch is resting just above mine, and her hands are pushing down on my chest so that she can remain upright. Behind her blushing cheeks and smiling lips is a fierce determination hidden in Mirari's eyes. Go easy on me, Mirari.
I'm sorry, but I don't think that's going to be possible.
I chuckle at Mirari's sudden assertiveness. With everything that we've been through, Mirari's overjoyed to finally confirm our feelings for one another. Smiling, I pull her close and gently kiss her on the lips. We spend the night together, experiencing each other's first. As the mate of the new pack leader, my daily life has become busier and more tiring than I previously thought possible. Marari's pack, even after losing so many of its members, is still a significant size. I could spend years as part of the pack and still never manage to remember everyone's name. Thankfully, to my surprise, the pack welcomes me just as it does Marari. Marari, the rightful heir, and Topsy, the human who defeated the would-be usurper. Needless to say, we are a pair whom everybody has their eyes on. Despite my position by Marari's side, there is surprisingly little expected of me. My main duty within the pack is to teach everyone, particularly the young cubs, about human society. How to watch out for traps, where to flee and when to fight, and when human supplies are edible, and so on. Other than that, there are two things expected of me in the years to come. First, as a mate of the pack leader, I expect to father and raise many children. Apparently, this is not optional. The leader's bloodline must continue, and the best way to ensure that is for them to give birth to as many children as possible. Second, whether it's before or after we have children of our own, Marari and I are expected to wed. To marry. I've gotta say, of all the things I expected to happen to me out here, getting married was not one of them. Heck, I didn't even know half-wolves did this kind of stuff.
From what you told me about human marriages, it seems like there are quite a number of differences between those and the ones we hold. Our weddings ultimately come down to a simple pledge to love one another until the day we both die.
Yeah, human weddings are a bit more complicated than that. But no, I mean, not really. At the end of the day, it is just that same pledge, just a bit more ceremony around it. And I guess signing paperwork. They're more about spending lots of money, taking tons of photos, and applying for tax breaks.
Tax breaks?
Forget it, it was just a joke. Really though, to think that we'll be leading all these people.
We'll be leading all these people. I may be the official leader, but I will still be counting on you to assist me as much as possible.
Really, I thought my only duties were to raise our kids and teach everyone about human culture.
Those are important too, but that isn't all you'll be doing. And of course, if nothing else, I won't ever let you forget about your main job.
My main job? Enough waiting for me to ask the question, my right leans forward immediately, standing on the tips of her toes and kissing me on the cheek.
Stay by my side forever and ever.
That's a promise I can make. It's a kiss we make our vows. Is that it? Okay. Oh, we're not doing any other route. This is what it is. But, boy oh boy, it's the entire thing in one sitting, huh? Oh, my fucking throat. I'm gonna regret doing this later on, but you know what? It is what it is. This was a fun little easy romp, you know, nothing too complicated, just a nice little easy game. Easy visual novel. Wasn't even, how much did I pay for this? When I paid for it? I do not know what, but there's gotta be more of this, right? Oh, there we go. Okay, so this is now done, and at some point this week, we will be playing. We'll start playing Guardians of the Galaxy on PS5, and then. By the way, when I say Guardians of the Galaxy, I don't mean the Telltale one. I mean the I don't remember who made it. Was it Eidos? Or no, Crystal Dynamics, right? Crystal Dynamics made it. Either way, we'll be playing that. And then at some point, since we've finished this, we're going to start playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I just need to figure out the timing and all that. But, I'm not going to drag this out too long because this really was meant to be a short and sweet, in and out kind of thing, just to kind of fill in the spot. It's with our palate cleanser, nothing too complicated. And yeah, I think I'm gonna get going soon. It's currently 4:30 in the morning. We've been recording for 3.5 hours. It might end up a little bit shorter in the final product once I trim out some of the fat, but we've been at it for a while now. and I do work tomorrow, which made this a debatable decision. But I think not tomorrow. I work today. So that makes this a bit debatable. But I'm going to go. And I will see you guys all probably on Friday for Guardians of the Galaxy, and then probably Sunday night we'll either start Rebirth or record some more Yakuza. I'm not quite sure which one yet. We'll figure it out. But for now I'm gonna leave things off here. This was a fun little ride, and next visual novel we play will definitely be Nekopara, because there's still another side game we haven't done yet, so we need to cross that off the list first before we do Volume 4. But for now, guys, I'm gonna go, and I will see you all later on. So as always, I hope you guys all have a good day. Hope you all have a good night. Hope you all get plenty of sleep, plenty to eat, stay safe, stay healthy, and I will talk to you all later on. Okay? Bye bye.